Hi guys, we just went to pick up an order of groceries. I'll do a grocery haul again. Casey had the radio on and it said we're having wind gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour, but tomorrow's going to be a little bit windier. I'm thinking about y'all that don't have wind. It just amazes me. Well, my goodness, when I got home, I read an article from our local news station. It says Boeing is taking advantage of the powerful crosswind in the Texas Panhandle to test its new commercial jet. Test pilots landed the new 777X at Rick Husband Amarillo International Airport on Monday afternoon. They are here. Whoops, I didn't push the right thing. Hang on. They'll be testing through Wednesday, when winds will be sustained at 30 to 45 miles per hour in the afternoon with gusts to over 60 miles per hour. The National Weather Service says we can't even rule out a 75 mile per hour gust. So the crews came for the high winds and our long runway. The Boeing 777X is the latest long-range wide-body twin-engine jetliner in the Boeing 777 family. At 251 feet 9 inches, the Boeing 777X will be the longest commercial aircraft ever built. It will be able to carry up to 426 passengers. I will never be one of those passengers because I don't want to be locked in a vehicle with 425 other people up in the air where I can't open the door and get out if I don't like those people. Oh, heavens. Anyway, that's what's going on this week in Amarillo. Now, let me tell you about Rick Husband Airport. Actually, it's Rick Husband International Airport. Rick Husband was an American astronaut and fighter pilot. He was a colonel in the Air Force. He traveled into space twice as a pilot of the STS-96 and commander of the STS-107. He and the rest of the crew of the STS-107 were killed when Columbia disintegrated during re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, actually over Texas. He was an Amarillo, Texas native. I never met him, but it's difficult for me to hear about a local guy, commander of the Columbia, and that they perished. They were only 16 minutes away from landing. Only 16 more minutes and they would have been okay. Just breaks my heart. Colonel Husband left behind a wife and 2 children. Hi guys. We just got in from picking up a load of groceries, an order of groceries. This time we got them from our the United Grocery Store chain. Is a West Texas chain. Here, they had a really good ad, so we went there this time. We don't normally buy. Oh, we got the scoops after all.
Yeah, that was all they had on sale, I think.
Oh, anyway, we don't normally buy Tostitos because they are pricey. At Walmart, I just get like the Great Value brand for me. But anyway, these were on sale. If you bought 4 bags, that came out to $1.97 a bag instead of $4.99. Which was their sale price. They're 5 something normally. Anyway, 10 ounces. So that was a good deal to get that for $1.99. So we have 4 of those. We go through chips like crazy, because we eat Tex-Mex all the time. And then they had Mrs. Baird's bread. I think Mrs. Baird is a Texas product, so maybe y'all don't get Mrs. Baird bread, but Mrs. Baird's bread is the best on earth. If you get this kind, the sandwich kind is not as soft and nice. I don't know what the difference is. And we got, okay, we got a bag of Fritos. Did you get bean dip too?
No, it wasn't on sale. The Fritos were, but not the bean dip.
Yeah, I love Fritos and bean dip. But Fritos give me an asthma attack pretty easily, so I have to be careful. Okay, we've never bought hamburger ground beef in a tube before. But this was a 3-pound package at $1.97 a pound.
I don't remember.
$1.97 must be the magic number. That's what this was in the Tostitos. But anyway, I called my daughter and asked her if she'd ever tried it. And she said it's just fine. It's just hamburger. So this is a 3-pound package. I'll cut this into 3 pieces. And since we never get ground beef for $1.97 or whatever it is, I'll look it up. We got 4 or 5 tubes. I forgot. Casey actually did the order, not me, so I don't know. Well, there's 4 so far. And then, no, Molly. Bird's Eye sweet corn was on sale, but they ran out, so they substituted their store brand. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of those. And we got Bird's Eye mixed vegetables. I gather you wanted that. Mm-hmm. That's not what we buy.
That's what I like to have in my dumplings.
That's what you like in your dumplings. I was going to say, we buy mixed vegetables for the dogs, but we get the bag that's, I think it's 88 cents at Walmart. And then Casey likes sweet potatoes, so she got her some brown sugar sweet potatoes. Oh, and then tomorrow, if I'm feeling better, we're going to make this recipe that I've not tried. I can't even pronounce it. I'll put it right here when I go to do it. Anyway, we got a cabbage for that. Bacon?
We didn't get bacon. Oh, I was going to go into Walmart because, oh no, I don't know. I need to look at the list.
Well, anyway.
I don't know what I ordered.
We thought we ordered bacon, but we didn't get it.
Well, I'll go into Walmart.
But then we were talking about it, and you wondered if that brand would be like...
Yes, I think I got stressed out trying to figure out what brand.
So I think we decided we'd get it at Walmart, because we get the Great Value brand bacon at Walmart, and it's okay. And that's why I want to go get cornstarch, because the Great Value brand cornstarch is exactly half the price of a name brand cornstarch. So that was our grocery haul for today. I guess I'll still do grocery hauls. If you don't like them, don't watch. The reason I ask you about that is Mary over at my Simple Cottage Life. I'm itching all over. That's why I'm clawing myself. Mary was talking about people who don't have video channels but don't really have content. And she said, if all you're going to do is a grocery haul, that is not content. It won't hurt my feelings if you say, I'm not watching that. That'd be fine with me. It takes a lot to hurt my feelings or insult me. I raised 4 teenagers. It takes a lot. Okay, I'm going to go now. I have been stressed out for really bad for months. And I told you in that lasagna video that my hands were breaking out with those little bumps that itch. And that is just totally stress. When I got out of the mental hospital, I was covered from my neck down. It didn't get on my face for some reason, but my neck down to my feet in those little bumps. I mean, just everywhere. And went to the dermatologist, and when he opened the door, he says, oh heavens, what's got you stressed out? And I told him, I just got out of the mental hospital, and he said, that'll do it. But my scalp itches so bad, and my face, and I just want to claw myself. So Casey and I are going to call and get me a different doctor today about my IBS, because either I've got that norovirus stomach bug really bad, oh there Molly, or it's just my bad IBS. Like, my life is like having norovirus all the time, I think. So, but we're going to get me a different doctor and see if she can do something about the IBS. And I have an appointment with my lady at the mental health clinic next week, so I'll talk to her about what I can do. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to stop rambling. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attach to this video, Casey and I are going to make those bath bomb vapor rub things for sinus problems. We're going to make those here in a little bit. And I'll make a video about that, and then I'm going to freeze them for 2 hours and then pop them out, put them in a Ziploc bag, Some people said then they kept them in the freezer. Some people said, no, you don't have to freeze them. I don't want anything in our fridge to smell like vapor rub, so I don't know.
If we put it in a Ziploc bag, I don't think the smell would...
Yeah, we'll figure it out and tell you what we're going to do with them. Okay, that's it until I attach this video. Hi guys, it's Carol. How are you? I am about to mix up the Vapor Rub Sinus cubes. I'm using a glass bowl because I'm kind of concerned that that Vapor Rub might make my plastic or my melamine bowls retain that smell. I don't know, but I'm going to use a glass bowl. I need 3 tablespoons of Vapor Rub. I've got this Equate that I showed you I bought. I need a cup of cornstarch, 5 tablespoons of water. I've got some water here I can dip my spoon in. And then it calls for blue and green. Food coloring is optional. I'm not going to mess with that. I start with a new container because this one is, I don't know if you can read it. Well, this was a 16-ounce container, and it took just practically all of it. So make sure you have a new container of cornstarch. I was messy. It was hard to get this out into my spoon. My spoon wouldn't fit in the thing. So I used this smaller spatula. Now I'm ready to stir it up. The directions said you just have to stir and stir and stir until you get it blended. So I'll be back. Oh, friends. This is why Taylor tells me, Grandma, stay out of the kitchen unless Casey or I are with you. I stirred this for like 7 minutes and it's still powdery. And that's after water and everything. So I looked up the recipe just to double check. It's 3 tablespoons of vapor type rub to 1 cup of cornstarch. I put in 3 cups of cornstarch. So I'm going to add 6 more tablespoons of vapor rub and stir some more. I tell you, you have to watch me every minute. Okay, guys, this is not a cooking show or a crafting show. It's Messes with Carol. I had to put a little bit more Vicks. Mine's not Vicks, but the Vapor Rub thing. So I used about 1.5 jars to make this. And I used almost an entire can of cornstarch. So I'll figure out the price. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 cubes in here. I stirred and stirred and stirred and stirred. It says, continue to stir and mix until you make a thick paste. Mine was never like a paste. It was more like biscuit dough before you're through. Anyway, at one point, I stopped stirring because I've been doing this for 30 minutes now. And I put the whole entire bowl, cornstarch and vapor rub stuff, in the microwave for 30 seconds. That helped a whole lot. I don't know if that'll ruin anything, but that helped a whole lot to get it stirred in. Okay, I've got this pressed in here really good. I don't want my freezer items to smell like Vicks, so I'm going to slip this whole thing in a gallon size Ziploc bag. You're supposed to freeze it for 2 hours, then you can pop these out. Now, here is something important. It says to use them, put one in a shallow dish in the bottom of your shower. Because if you put this directly on the shower floor, it's going to get slick. We don't want you falling in the shower. So put this in a shallow dish. Let the water hit it while you're taking a shower to melt it and create the vapors. Okay, the directions also say keep frozen or in an airtight container. And I will put the name of the lady from Pinterest where I got this recipe. I'm sure if I had started with 1 cup of cornstarch like I was supposed to, it would have turned out much better. But anyway, my sinuses are clear just mixing this up. Okay, you're going to have to come back and check tomorrow to see how it worked in the shower, because I'm going to let this freeze for 2 hours and I want to go ahead and post this video. Okay, guys. Boy, my sinuses are really clear. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Bye-bye. My counter is such a mess because after I heated it in the microwave, I just turned it out on the countertop and mixed it with my hands to get it all stirred up. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. My ice tray wouldn't fit in a gallon size Ziploc bag. So this is a baking bag like you put in your crock pot. I had stocked up on them and I have a whole bunch of them. Normally, I don't think I'd want to use this because they're a little pricey, but you know, you do what you got to do. I'm going to wrap this up and tape it shut, and hopefully the vapors won't penetrate all the food in my freezer. Okay, tomorrow come back and I'll tell you how it worked in the shower. Bye-bye. Oh, I have been looking for that plane all day. From my couch, I can look straight out my patio door and see, you know, for 20 miles. And I've been watching for that plane, have never seen it, but then I haven't sat there all day long either. But yesterday, Casey saw it. She was out babysitting dogs at her dad's house. He lives out in the country, and it came real low out there, like it was just hanging in the sky, but going very low. And she was wondering why this plane would be going low. And I told her that's what that is, the test pilots. Okay, if I can get a glimpse of it outside my patio door, I'll run out there and take a picture. But this is their last day. They're going to be testing it. Okay, see you tomorrow. Casey went to Walmart today and she saw this doormat and thought it looked just like me. So she brought it home for me because she knows I love that red truck. Isn't that the cutest thing?